Hi Internet people, I am back reviewing more Doctor Who Christmas specials, and this one is the 12th Doctor's first Christmas special at the end of Season 8. And Season 8, it took me a bit to get used to the Doctor. I liked him, some things I liked some things less, a bit of a tug of war there, I think. But I liked Clara. I liked the development she got this season. Her mystery was solved now, and we got to see just more of her as a person, and I think she just seemed more real to me, and I think that was a really, really good thing in Season 8, and especially in Season 9. But we're not there yet. We're at this point. And this one is called Last Christmas, and it's quite the mind trip, I think. It can really mess with your brain trying to figure out everything that happens. But yeah, essentially there are these monsters that make people go to sleep. They kind of cover their faces, and they put them in a sleep. I don't know if it's permanent sleep. There's a way they can wake up, but it's difficult to. And if they don't, I think they die, and that's really dire circumstances. And the Doctor and Claire try to help, and they try to figure out how to help. And also involved in this is Santa Claus, which I think he played by an American actor, so that's always interesting to see an American character in a British show. But anyway, yes, Santa Claus and Clara and the Doctor are all trying to figure this out, and so I think, if I recall correctly, they realize that at some point they are sleeping, that they're dreaming right now, and that they didn't win that particular battle with those creatures, that they actually lost that first one, and they're dreaming right now. They have to figure out a way to wake up. They have to figure out more of the pieces, and I think this was a really solid episode for the 12th Doctor, the 12th Doctor's first Christmas special. I think it went really well. And I think they're all trying to figure out, trying to wake up from the dream, trying to wake up from, all of that kind of thing. It's a really interesting challenge, and sometimes I think, when you wake up and it seems like they did solve it, and then, oh no, we're still dreaming. That got a little bit tiring. That's just me. That's just my personal opinion, because I feel like you can only do that kind of twist so much before it gets repetitive. But, I mean, that's just my opinion. I feel like you gotta save that kind of thing for just one or maybe two twists. Don't try to do it too much, because I feel like at the end, when it got building up so much to getting, because I think at the point the Doctor woke up, and then Clara, you thought Clara did too, but then she didn't, and then it got a little bit chaotic, I think, at the end. But that's just my thoughts on the subject. But it was neat seeing everyone realizing, okay, we gotta wake up, get on Santa's sleigh, and everyone individually waking up and getting back to their lives in the real world. And I think I think they remember the dream, whether or not, but it's interesting seeing that angle and seeing people go back to what they were doing before they went to sleep, before this creature, before all this happened. In Clara's dream, she sees Danny's ghost, and at this point, spoiler alert, at this point in real life, Danny had passed away, and it must have been hard for Clara to leave, even if though it was a dream. Seeing Danny, kind of his ghost, or how she remembers him, her projection of him, and him even agreeing with the Doctor, being like, "Wake up, Clara, you're dreaming. Try to wake up." But then, obviously the bittersweet angle of, if she wakes up, then she won't see Danny anymore. She won't have that. But yeah, I'm really glad the Doctor and Danny agreed on something and trying to help Clara in this moment. But yeah, so that's kind of ending. At one point, I wasn't sure if Santa Claus was kind of good or bad, but I'm glad he was good. I'm glad that he wasn't a villain, and he was just there to help, even if maybe he seemed a bit sketchy sometimes. But yeah, it's nice that he was good. Yeah, so everyone wakes up, returns to their normal lives. Santa Claus is funny. Everyone was great, and I think in that one, even though it was a dream and it wasn't real, it was interesting seeing kind of that dream of Clara being older, having lived her life, having experienced so much, and and being happy at the end, and as an old lady, and the Doctor and her interacting. That was interesting to think about, that kind of idea. If she just stopped driving with the Doctor, but she still lived her own life, and she still had good experiences and good things she wanted to do, and that would have been an interesting end to her story. But it doesn't end there. She was dreaming, and they're all back to normal by the end, and everything's solved. And I think the whole mystery of whether or not Santa Claus is real is kind of thrown up in the air, and be like, makes you question it makes the characters even question it too. So yes, this was the 12th Doctor's first Christmas special. It was great. I think it was a great episode. I liked it a lot. I think my whole family liked it. We all watched it together. So thank you for watching. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. Thank you if you already have. Stay tuned for more fandom rambles, and I will see you next time. Bye.